Welcome everybody to Off the Rope Show, weekly wrestling talk show brought to you by the official wrestling museum. I'm your host Angel, and wrestling fanatic HD. It's going to be a fun week with you, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick right into it. We had a contest going on last week, like each and every week, and we have a winner. Special thanks goes out to Stephanie from Surprise, Arizona. She was able to guess it right. It was none other than, oh yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. She guessed it right, and congratulations. We're going to be sending you all a special 8x10 picture signed by the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Gorgeous George. Oh yeah! You excited about that, huh?
Oh,
are you slipping into a Slim Jim right now? You better keep away from my Slim Jim. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on a serious note, this past Monday night, The Undertaker and Kane did a special tribute to the late great Paul Bearer. We did a special tribute show here for the Paul Bearer. I think they did a fantastic job.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love the fact how they had the urn in the ring, the Taker rose up, like it was in there. I love how Kane had the urn, came out. I kind of wish they kind of went old school with Taker, you know, with the cape, you know, the hat, the gloves. The gloves. I kind of wish they had the teardrop on his face still, and I wish they had the armband to show respect for him. Other than that, I think WWE did a fantastic job doing the tribute to Paul Bearer.
Yeah, that was definitely a big thing, and I want to get into the CM Punk thing with how he came out and he kind of disrespected the whole situation. He took the urn, he did everything. A lot of the fans were actually getting upset about that. They were like, "That's too much disrespect. Why was he doing this?" I was like, "No, it's actually great for the storyline. I understand why WWE did it, but in a way, I mean, it's wrong, but it's
you know what? But see, that's the problem, you know, if you're not in the business. What they did for this show is exactly what they needed to do, okay? And it's exactly what Paul would have wanted. Everybody, all the workers on the social media network said, no, if you knew Paul, he would tell you, this is what you got to do. This is how you got to do this, okay? It was a genius how they tied everything together. I don't find this any form of disrespect, because you got to remember, they're keeping his legacy going. His legacy, what he brings to the table, he is now being a part of WrestleMania where he wasn't scheduled to be. Okay, that's how they're honoring. I don't find that any form of disrespect. It came across disrespectful. It sold the point. It did what the wrestling business is all about. And in all honesty, I really think it was respectful. A lot of people are anti-Cena fans. Cena was off TV all week.
Yes.
Okay, he was not on TV. They could have easily plugged him in for a Rock segment. I know they did, you know, a little flashback video, but they kept him off, gave more time for Paul, for Taker, for Kane, for all the little special videos they did. I love the video they did with Mr. Fuji and Paul.
Yeah, that was great.
So I like the fact that they kept Cena off TV.
I think he would have wanted to stay off TV and said, let them do what they got to do tonight.
Absolutely. Now, last week on the show, we talked about how we were going to announce a special flyer that we're going to pass out this week in Providence at Dunkin' Donuts Center. We are going to be down there. We're actually going to do a mini kind of talk show commercial. They keep calling it a million different things. We'll find out the actual name once we get there. I know it's going to be off the rope or something.
We'll let you know, don't worry.
But we are going to be actually down there. We're going to do the shoot down there. We're going to come back here in the studios, do the Q&A show. Make sure you send your questions into that. Then we're going to go back down to the Civic Center. And when we go back down there, we're going to pass out flyers.
Right, yeah.
These flyers, you're going to want to get them, okay? You're going to want to keep them for two reasons. One, some of them are going to have a special prize and a code on it, which means you're going to have a flyer, and it's going to say, you won a prize. There's autographed pictures, T-shirts, cards, tons of wrestling merchandise.
Am I allowed to win?
No. No, you can't win anything. But it's going to be a piece of paper. You're going to get it, keep it. If you win, great. All you have to do is just send an email to us with the code. We'll send you all the information that we need to send the prize out to you to mail. It's totally free. It costs you nothing just to put your hand out and take the paper. But you're going to want to put the paper in your pocket. On
the ground.
When you go home, don't let it. That's not nice. But, and it costs us money too. But you're going to want to go home, and what you're going to want to do is go online. You're going to follow us on Facebook, okay? You're going to, friend us on Facebook. I'm telling you, they got somebody else doing this.
What is this with you?
Every week, I got to get my own account so I can remember how to do this. Okay, try this again. Rewind. Okay. You're going to friend us on Facebook. Check. You're going to follow us on Twitter. Check. You're going to I think it's subscribe. Is that what you do on YouTube? You're gonna subscribe to us on YouTube.
Check.
Then you're gonna send us an email. Let us know that
Are you sure it's an email now?
I know it's an email.
Okay.
To showproevents@hotmail.com saying I got a flyer. It might even be better if you take a picture of you holding it, okay? What's that gonna do is enter you into a contest. And now this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna pick random winners. We're gonna give away 50 random trading cards, okay? It could be of anybody. We're gonna give away 25 8x10 pictures. We're gonna give away 20 action figures, 10 autograph pictures, 4 15-set DVDs from WrestleManias 1 through 15.
Oh.
And it's going to be one grand prize winner that's going to win 100 autographs. It's going to be on autograph figures. It's going to be on pictures and trading cards. 100. And all you have to do is friend us, follow us, subscribe us, email us, and that's it.
I'd be all over
Just
that.
again, a piece of paper, and it's totally free. There's no cost of shipping and handling. It comes to you guys. So this is definitely something you want to come out to the show, grab our fly, jump on this concept.
You definitely
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that. I want to get into a little TNA action now. Are you ready for some TNA? Because I know I am.
You never had TNA in your life.
That's how you're going to I'll remember that, don't worry. TNA Lockdown just happened this past Sunday, folks. Oh my God, what a fabulous, fantastic pay-per-view. I really enjoyed it. The main thing, the whole main show is basically, it's about the cage, obviously, and the aces and eights. Fantastic show, and especially the ending, how they had Bully Ray turned heel. He's the new TNA champion. I absolutely love it.
Well, you will love it because it has to do with Jeff not being a champion.
Good.
Jeff, yeah, good.
Good.
You in the face something.
Yeah, that's okay.
But, you know, Jeff did suffer a back concussion coming off the top of the cage of the powerbomb. But I think it was a very well put together lockdown pay-per-view. I think they did what they needed to do. They went out there. Not so much a surprise that Bully had something to do with aces and eights. You know, I mean, I like it. I like the angle.
There was only one problem with the pay-per-view that a lot of people were kind of upset about. The fact that the lethal lockdown, as you guys may know for many years, the top of the cage usually came down. There was no top of the cage. Sting ended up coming out with trash barrels full of stuff. That upset a lot of people.
I think the thing is they're trying to tweak things, especially that they're going to go on the road. They want to try to change things up to keep the fans interested. If we go on these social media that they paid off plants to throw trash in the ring to try to make sure people would throw trash in the ring, and they ended up doing it. Some people thought it was tacky, some people thought it was great. Personally, it was great for the show. I think it's bad for their business because what's going to happen is it's actually a dangerous atmosphere, you know, for the workers. Something come in, crack you, it could be an empty bottle,
right.
They could still hit you in the eye or something like that, or you can trip on in the ring. But now this is going to just leave the door that you're going to think that you can do this at all the shows.
Right.
And they're going to say, well, if you pay people at one of your biggest pay-per-views to do it, why can't I do it at your Impact show? Why can't I do it at your On the Road show now? And I think that's where the issue's going to be. The next big event they announced is going to be in Boston on June 2nd,
Slammiversary. You can't.
They got a great package deal, and the official wrestling museum will definitely be a part of that. Definitely great. Speaking about rings and the structures, because you talked about the cages, we're going to open a special shop here to try to raise some money to get this museum up and going even faster than the original plan for the end of the year. Everything's going great so far. We got these special rings that we're going to make. This right here is a special ring that came from Mexico. This is the Mexican-style wrestling ring. This is sold for kids. They wrestle on their figures. And it's also for promotional use. And what it is, this is actual flyer that's on here for one of the upcoming events at that particular time. You're not going to be able to get this in particular one, but these rings that we're going to have made custom for the fans. It's going to come from Mexico itself. There's going to be certain pictures that you can pick to go on there. You know, different superstars like Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Yoshitatsu, tons of different names.
Yoshi!
And then we're also going to do pay-per-views, you know, cards on there. This is something that's going to be coming on the site. We'll keep you posted when it's actually up on the site. They're trying to get a lot shipped to the museum first, so we can ship it right out to you guys. And so it'll be something good for you.
And speaking of the site, guys, feel free for the Q&A. Send all your questions. We will answer everything for you. Showproevents@hotmail.com. Please, we want your questions. Don't be afraid. Please.
And there's been some great questions.
Oh, yeah.
Every Saturday is when the show is. And each and every week we have featured items on our table. And this week we have some great items right here. We have a Rumbler 7-pack up on the table right now. In this 7-pack right over here is Show, Miz, Orton, Cena, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, and Ezekiel Jackson. It's a nice little Rumbler pack. I actually believe that came from Toys R Us. Toys R Us exclusive. Yep, Toys R Us is a great pack right there to get into the whole Rumbler age and everything like that. Next item on the table is Alicia Fox. This is her very first figure. Very good detail, great hairpiece of the fox wear that she wears.
Yeah.
Really nice figure. It's a really rare figure to get. The next figure is a special championship line that comes out and came out. It's Kofi Kingston. This series is fantastic. There's four altogether. The big show with the Intercontinental title belt is a must. That classic show is so detailed.
Oh, it's a beautiful.
I think it's fantastic. The next item that we have on the table is the Yoshitatsu figure. It's a really cool figure of Yoshitatsu. It's half painted figure of him, which really captures the whole image of what they were trying to do with him and where they're trying to go. Followed by the newest Brodus Clay figure that's out right now. It's hot. Brodus is everywhere. They got a new Brawl coming out. There's a piggy bank on WWE Shop. Brodus is the man right now for the kids. Followed by Prime Time Players, Titus O'Neil, that's his very first figure, followed by with Daniel Young. Really cool, it has a stop sign with them, everybody wants them. Followed by classic superstar figure of The Big Show, which is always pretty awesome. And then our feature item of the week, the sign item of the week, this is a special promotional promo picture of The Undertaker and the late, great Paul Bearer. This is when they did their whole tour with the big Undertaker inflatable and the casket van and everything.
Yeah.
It's a special item that we have in the official wrestling museum.
Yep.
We're very honored to have that item. And each and every week we do our gimmicks, baby. It's that gimmick time of the week. Our famous segment. Now, let me hear your gimmick.
Oh man, I actually have one. This gimmick I'm about to announce. I like this guy ever since I was a little kid, and I mean, he was awesome.
One thing in your mind because you're still at that level, or when you actually were a kid.
Let's see how it is. You like it? You enjoying it? Don't worry.
I'm
Get
just
back.
being
Don't worry.
facts.
That's
Facts
okay.
are
Yeah, well,
just
the
gonna
facts
say
are
it.
false. Hush.
Oh.
My gimmick is Doink the Clown. I'm a huge Doink the Clown fan. I thought he was great. He went from a face to a heel. It was fantastic. And then he got a little doink, little dinks.
Okay. Like doink, think, and wink, and pinky, pinky, winky, winky, wink. Okay, but the point of the matter is, how can you say doink? What doink are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 18.
The first doink. The first
one.
Yes, there
Okay.
you go.
Well, Matt, you know what? I give that credit. Matt Bourne, he brought that character to life. He was back in WrestleManias doing the Matt Bourne gimmick when he came in. He did evil, did good. The switch. There was a couple other doinks that came along the way. Even Brooklyn Brawl played one of the doinks.
Chris Jericho did too.
Yes, true. But I like, Doink was a really good, character right there. I'm gonna go back in the day, kind of the Doink age too, to the Alligator Man Skinner. And the reason why I'm taking him on, they really didn't use him too much on screen. They did a lot of promotional work. His Hasbro figure was one of the rarest figures to find, and he's also the FCW or NXT leader. He's the main guy down there, the main trainer, so there's a lot of respect out for him, and he really brought a good atmosphere to WWF at the day.
Yeah.
I just didn't think once he was there that they had anything to really do with him because he kind of was an outsider.
Yeah, I can agree
so
with
to
that.
speak, by his wrestling ability.
Yeah.
But I give him. That's my guy.
I have nothing against. I have nothing against them. I mean, I've always enjoyed watching him. I mean, like I said, I can't even think about anything negative about him.
No, he was something, the little straw hat and everything. I remember they actually had Doink against Skinner on WWE Superstars when they used to be on Saturday. You remember? Saturday morning?
Yup.
It was a pretty damn good match.
Yeah.
So it was really good. And this past week, they had guys come back on, WWE. Well, not guys, we're talking about ladies. We're talking about the Bella Twins. They're back with the WWE. They're back on full-time roster. And it's really good to have them back. There's a lot of great information to come about the Bella Twins and come